Well, last year we wiped out the buffalo. So this year we hunt steel. So anyway, we're gonna have to sneak up on that damn steel because I'm not even getting close to it. I don't have a spotter. I did this 10 year. I only did this one other time. Did it with some spotters, and we walked it in, and we were hitting. I think it was an 18-inch plate around 550, 600 yards, and this is a 10-inch plate, and I was trying for the same distance. But I figured my sights were set, but I could never figure out where I was at exactly, and I really needed spotters. I just wasn't able to bring anybody with this time. But anyway, we're going to sneak up on that steel, and we're going to get it. You watch. Ooh, I got it. I got him. I told you we'd get him. Now we're going to get him again. Got a pretty good tailwind now, which shouldn't be an issue because it's a tailwind. Got him again. Got him. And that was my last bullet. Well, as you can tell, I am no Sharps rifleman. I'm a pistolero. But I've had this rifle for about 13 years, and I haven't shot it for 11 years. And I really only shot it once long range 11 years ago, and that was fun. We had spotters and worked out, but it is a cool thing, the black powder cartridge that the buffalo hunters used in the 1870s. They really could shoot a long ways. They could kill buffalo, I think 500 or 600 yards. They had, they also had competitions, long range competitions back east in New York. And they could hit, I'm not sure how big, the target was kind of big. I think it was 5 feet by 3 feet or something, but they could hit that at 1,000 yards. And the modern competitions, the bullseye I think is 30 inches at 1,000 yards. And so it is pretty amazing that you can shoot a black powder cartridge that far. And the technology with black powder is so different than smokeless. It's almost exactly reversed. What happens is no matter, crap is falling apart here. What happens is when they load more powder in the black powder cartridge, they quickly get to a point where the bullet isn't really going much faster, it just kicks harder. And the reason is because so much of the black powder doesn't burn all the way and gets blown out the end of the barrel as smoke and debris, that it's actually adding to the weight of the charge to push it out the muzzle. I mean, that's what I read somewhere. I'm not an expert or anything, but so it's kind of interesting. They topped out in velocities at like 1,500 feet a second, something like that. And whereas your smokeless powder, you can get well over 3,000. And so the trajectories on the black powder long range shooting are really tremendous. I read something once, I think this is correct, that at 1,000 yards, a black powder cartridge, the peak trajectory in the middle of that is like 50 foot high. And that's pretty amazing that it shoots that high and then drops right in there onto a target. So anyway, I'd like to do this some more. The other problem I had is I brought like 125 rounds loaded in 2 batches years ago. The one batch of 25 rounds is from when we shot before, like 11 years ago or something. And then I loaded some up about 7 years ago, and I never tested them. And the second load was 100 rounds, and they're just a hair too long. They won't quite close. They're pushing against the rifling, so they need to shorten all those. So I only had about 25 rounds, 28 rounds, something like that. So without spotters, without doing this a long time, and limited ammunition, I couldn't hit it from long range. But I'll be back. We'll do it again. So anyway, that's black powder cartridge long range shooting. At least you did get the smoke and boom and listen to that big old bullet whistle all the way up the valley, hundreds of yards. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool experience.